Welcome to Pomodoro Joe for Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. Today we're doing LeetCode problem 904, fruit into baskets. This is a medium problem. And the problem statement, wow, it's a long one. All right, problem statement says, you're visiting a farm that has a single row of fruit trees arranged from left to right. The trees are represented by an integer array fruits, where fruits at I is the type of fruit on the ith tree. You want to collect as much fruit as possible. However, the owner has some strict rules that you must follow. You only have 2 baskets, and each basket can only hold a single type of fruit. There is no limit on the amount of fruit each basket can hold. Starting from any tree of your choice, you may pick exactly 1 fruit from every tree, including the start tree, while moving to the right. The picked fruits must fit in one of your baskets. Once you reach a tree with the fruit that cannot fit in your basket, you must stop. Given the integer array fruits, return the maximum number of fruits that you can pick. Okay, so these have some pretty strict rules. Let's see, looking at our constraints, we can go up to 10 to the 5th, so that's a decent sized problem set. Okay, with that, we will get started. Put 25 minutes on the Pomodoro timer. And I think for today's problem, I'm just going to take this sort of the straightforward, easy route. This is a medium problem. We'll tackle this the easy way. And then if there's time, we can see about other solutions. So to start with, we will have our result. Set it to 0, and we will return the result at the end. Now, I think what I'll do for this problem is just implement the exact solution that they tell us about. We choose a start tree, then we move from left to right, picking fruit until we can't pick anymore, and then we stop. So we'll just do that for every tree. We'll just move from left to right, choose that tree as our starting tree, see how far we get, record the maximum number of fruit that we picked, then we'll start at the next tree and do it again. So this is definitely not the most optimal algorithm, but I think we can get it to pass. So let's give it a shot. So for every starting tree in range of fruits, so now we'll just go from the starting tree until we can't pick any more fruit. So for, let's see, I'll just call this tree, in range from our start tree to the end. I forgot to put the length in here. It's always range of the length of our fruit tree. Okay, so now we need to keep track of 2 things. We need to keep track of the count of fruits that we've picked, and we need to keep track of which types of fruits we've picked. So let's see, up here, before we enter our internal loop, I'll set up my state. We'll have a count, and that'll be 0. And then we'll have our fruits, or baskets. For this, I'm going to use a set. Now, a set is a nice data structure for this purpose. Essentially, if you put something into the set, if that value already exists in the set, it's essentially a no-op. A set will only store unique values. So if you've already put the value into the set, it won't really do anything. If it's a new value in the set, you'll increase the size of the set by 1. So I'll just check for the size of the set being less than or equal to 2. Okay, so for every tree from our start tree, let's get the fruit from that tree. Now for me, I think what I'll do is I'll just try to put that fruit into our basket. And if our baskets are over full, or if we run out of basket types, then we'll break out of the loop. So we'll just add the fruit, and then if that fruit doesn't fit in our basket, we'll break. Otherwise, we can add one to our account. And move on. Now, once we've reached the end, we've either run out of trees or we've broken out of the loop because we tried to pick too many types of fruits. We can set our result, and that's going to be the maximum of our current result or our count. All right, and I think that's it. So we pass. Let's give this a shot. Now there's some things that we can do to optimize this, because right now this is very non-optimized. And the time limit is exceeded. Okay, not too surprising. Let's see what we can do to fix this. So taking a look at this example input, we can see these are all the same tree. So two optimizations we can make. One is, we know that if we start at tree 0 and then we need to start at tree 1, tree 2, tree 3, we've already calculated all of these trees when we started at tree 0. So we don't need to recalculate this set of trees again. So one optimization is to maybe skip big chunks of these trees because we know we've already gone through them. Another optimization would be, once we have some result, and looking at this input, it looks like the first result might be the maximum. Once we have that result, we don't have to go through every single tree up to the very last tree. If we've got a result of, say, 10, we don't need to go through the last 10 trees, because we know anytime we start at tree, let's say, second to last tree, there's no way we can collect more than 2 fruits. Or the third to last tree, there's no way we can collect more than 3 fruits. If we already have a large result, we only have to go up to the maximum number of trees minus that result to see if we can get a better result. So we'll change this for loop, and instead we'll put our start tree out here, set it equal to 0. And we'll say, while the start tree is less than the length of our fruits minus our result. So this is just saying we don't need to check the last result trees because we've already found a better result. Now this does mean we'll have to increment our start tree manually down here. Okay, so I think that's going to help us out quite a bit. In this particular case, I think we'll just go through one loop and then we'll be done. So let's just give this a shot. Let's submit that. Hey, and we do pass. This is not a great algorithm. As you can see, we only meet 25% for runtime and only 13% for memory. But it is a working algorithm. Pretty short code too. Now there are definitely ways you can improve upon this. I don't have time to go through all the ways that we can optimize this, but I encourage you to check this one out. This is LeetCode 904, Fruit in Baskets. There are a couple different ways to tackle this problem. They're all really interesting. You can check out the Solutions tab over here for more information if you want to check out other people's solutions. And yeah, that's it for me. Hope you enjoyed this, hope you had fun, hope you learned something, hope you can go out and write better code.